Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mighma channel. Today we are here with more Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Now today we're going to do a little thing that I like to call choke point. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So here we are on Avalanche Canyon, which as you can see, the only way through is through the canyon. And so the choke point we have going on here is 250 Spartans set to hold position and face off against these 1,000 footmen. Now, what's so great about this canyon is, as the name suggests, there is an avalanche. Now, the Spartans should be relatively safe from said avalanche, but the foot soldiers here will have to march on through the avalanche, as well as facing off against these Spartans. So, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So here we have our 1,000 foot soldiers. But because of terrain, which is what I expected to happen, is that only 179 Spartans have spawned in. Now, I didn't expect that exact number, but I knew not all 250 would spawn in. That's why I put it at a little bit of a higher number. But we got the thickness in the ranks, and so hopefully this all works out great. So without any further ado, let's begin. Now we're going to start off with it on a higher speed, so that way, you know, the full hood soldiers who aren't exactly quickest. We could probably edit that actually in the customization area. But they will run through and I guess get caught right here for some reason instead of going around like all their fellow comrades. Now, the initial avalanche is only going to kill a couple of them, only 10. But now the majority are now going to start to get through, as the first couple have to face off against this absolute wall of heroism. Now, it gets a little loud when we get close to it, but I guess let's just see how this goes. So, oh, we're actually getting very close to the end. I have to plug in my headphones so they can be charged. Alright. So the last of the footmen have now made it. Solid amount died. I'd guess around 150 to 200 foot soldiers died to the avalanche. Now, the foot soldiers have killed almost 10. Maybe they'll kill 10 by the last of them. But it is not boding well. I'm going to need to seriously up the amount of foot soldiers that are here. Let's see if they can reach 10. And they did. That's quicker than I thought it would. Now the avalanche shouldn't be killing no one. Indeed it is not. The last few, down to the top 15, which are dying real quickly. Final man. And just like that, he's dead. But anyways, let's up the amount of footmen. So what I've done is put in almost 10,000 soldiers. Some of them didn't spawn in because of terrain, but I put them in this formation so that way a lot of them will already be in the canyon and ready to get to the fight, so that way it'll start a little quicker. So let's start it. So already, now this will actually not bode well for the initial avalanche that will ensue. It'll take out a whole lot more people. I want to be down here for when it happens. So the avalanche should be coming down any second. Or maybe not, because nope, here it is. So we see all 4 boulders spawn in. Oh, there's 5. Actually, I'm pretty sure I knew that already. Now, oh, hello, boulder. Close call. Jesus Christ. This boulder that avalanche took out a whole lot more than it did last time. Already, about 300 are dead. And 2/3 of that was done by the avalanche. So let's let him go. And let's get straight into the action here. So already, we got, just like last time, a rather wide pile is developing. But the majority are still up front. Alright, now just as I thought, the avalanche is taking out a pretty solid amount of soldiers, actually. But there is a nice pile-up, so there'll be a consistent amount of footmen attacking the Spartans. The avalanche is just a minor inconvenience. Now already the Spartans have killed 1,000, and about another 1,000 have died to the avalanche. But the footmen have actually killed 26. So not much. Not much at all. Here we have another avalanche which just killed another, I don't know, 200, 250 maybe. I mean, there's a lot of soldiers in there, so. So almost all the soldiers are now inside of the canyon. Oh, here's another avalanche. Taking out a nice chunk, very solid chunk. Oh boy. That definitely gives some time for advancement within the center. But a lot up here seem to be running around the side. Gonna try and get a good camera angle of it, because I don't want to get crushed. Oh, Jesus Christ. So here is one of the points where there's a lot of buildup. Lot of buildup. Oh, Jesus. But then that avalanche allows for another chunk to, another platoon unit of soldiers to get on through. But now it's just a long wait. You can see the blood splattering and puffing up in the distance. Now, the Spartans here have amassed a pretty solid wall. Now, the footmen have not even killed 50, which does not look well for them, as some of them are actually losing their footing and falling into the heat of everything. The pile is once again burying, just as I thought it would. And here comes an avalanche to add more insult to injury of the utter defeat that the footmen are facing. I think I know what will need to be done. What in the... I just noticed this lone dude here, all the way from the back, just running along like my guy. Were you late to the party? What happened? Are there more people back here? Doesn't look like it. Nope, don't think there were. Oh boy. We're down to the final 700. Now, as you can see, the avalanche did a lot of the killing. Jesus Christ. Don't worry, guys. Mother Nature was just painting. That's all this is. We are the final 600 in there. Nice little block. Half the Spartans seem to be buried. Nah, more like a third of the Spartans are buried. But buried nonetheless. The footmen have actually killed 50. So they killed about a third. While the Spartans have also killed about a third. But by the end of this, it'll probably be more, almost half. Yeah, the Spartans would have killed almost half. Well, the Avalanche killed the other half of the army. Goodness. Now, the rest of the soldiers on the field seem to be safe from the Avalanche, which is good. So now it's just the final 400 now. Climbing the wall, and then it looks like they just fall into the line. Well, actually, the footmen killed this entire section here. So it looks like enough had fallen into the middle to where they're able to split the Spartans in half. Which, if we add more, this might actually work for the footmen. We'll have to do that in the next battle. So, I've been recording for a while. I've done multiple attempts on doing a 100,000 person battle, and it is not working out. There's no good shots, or like even it breaks the game, really. I tried doing Avalanche Canyon the normal way, which is what we were doing. But that put everything down to 2 FPS, and like it wasn't even a fight. Like Spartans only killed like 1,000, which is unnatural for them. Like they killed 4,000 previously, so why'd they kill 1,000? I don't know. When I didn't change the Spartans at all. So then I tried doing a bunch of like custom units for like a random off-theme thing. But even then, just 2 frames a second just isn't good enough, so there is no other battle. So I'm sorry to interject here. I tried, and it did not work out. But thank you all for watching. The sponsors will be linked in the description. Go check them out. Use code Mighma at checkout, and I will see all you dudes later.